This is $500. This is AI. And this is WonderCon. Hi, my name is Spro. If you don't know who I am, I'm a comic book content creator. I collect comics, sell comics, love comics, and that's why I was at WonderCon 2025. Now, typically my con content is like POV. I have like a camera chest mount and I go around the con, dig through bins. It's really enjoyable to watch. However, this year I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to take $500 and ask ChatGPT what I should buy at WonderCon with that $500. Now, just as like a little asterisk, I don't condone AI arts or anything of the sorts. We'll get into that later in the video. But using AI as a tool to source and gather information, I think is really helpful. So that's how we use it in this video. Was actually really surprised what ChatGPT came up with, what it suggested. And if you do like this content, give it a like, thumbs up, really helps me out a ton. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and if you want to see more stuff like this, put that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video. And yeah, enough of me, let's get on to the video. All right, so we're here at a local coffee shop owned by a good friend of mine called Thank You Coffee in Anaheim. It's about a couple miles away from the show, so if you're ever here at the show, come check it out. Thank You Coffee, super cool here. It's time to ask ChatGPT what book we're gonna buy. So a couple things. I assume that whatever ChatGPT is going to recommend me is a wall book. So with that, I'm going to have like 6 to 7 hours at the con, and I do want to dig through bins. So I also have a little side quest for myself. So you're going to have to stay tuned to the end of the video to see if I accomplish it. Basically, I'm going to see if I can find a hidden marked jeweler, completely unmarked. It has to be a main title marked jeweler. So it can't be some like, Peter Parker. It's got to be like an ASM, X-Men, Hulk, Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, something like that. But for now, let's ask ChatGPT what book we're going to buy. Today, I'm at WonderCon. I have a $500 budget. What book would you recommend I buy? Daredevil 1, Daredevil 168. Okay, Daredevil 1, we're not going to be able to get that. However, this is interesting. It is saying a Daredevil 168. That is 100% achievable for sure. Books like ASM 129, FF 48, sometimes available in lower grades at conventions. Okay, probably not going to find FF 48. Miles Morales or Edge of Spider-Verse 2 in a higher grade. Yeah, actually. Okay, this isn't bad. I don't know. Do you think we run with this? This isn't like a horrible recommendation.
No, it's not.
Let me ask it to pick one, because it's giving me multiple. I want to have one singular goal, and I want to try to accomplish that. So let me get it to give me one recommendation. If I had to pick one for you to target at WonderCon with a $500 budget, I'd recommend Daredevil 168 in a mid-grade around 7 to 8.0. Usually falls in the 400 to 500 range. Honestly, I think higher grades actually go for like the 500 range. So you might be able to find a higher grade, but at a con price, I don't really know. And just out of curiosity, I'm asking to recommend me a DC book. I'm just curious because it's only recommended me Marvel so far. I already have Daredevil 168. It recommended Green Lantern 76. I don't have this book. This is an incredible book to have. Saying mid-grade, so let's go check real quick. We are on the hunt for about a 7.0 to a 7.5 copy of Green Lantern 76. That's a great recommendation. I forgot I have a Daredevil 168 on its way back from CGC. That's my second copy, so I don't want to add a third copy, although I do think it's a great book, and honestly, I stand by ChatGPT suggestions, so if you're out there and you don't have that copy yet, I would 100% go get one. But for now, let's go to the con, and we're gonna hunt for a we're gonna hunt for a Green Lantern 76. What's up, y'all? This is Editor Spro here. Sorry for the probably not great lighting and stuff, but I kind of have to introduce you guys to a little bit of a problem that I ran into while recording and filming this, and then now editing this. So I packed everything to go to the con. We were staying one night. It's great. Got to the con, had already filmed this segment that you guys just watched. Got to the con and realized I forgot the chest mount that I mount the camera onto so that you can see me digging through the boxes and interacting with the sellers and stuff. So that's really unlucky because that's hours worth of footage that I just was not able to even get. So this isn't going to be quite the video that I expected. You know, it sucks because I had planned this video out. I had a lot of ideas for this video. I don't say a lot of hopes for this video, and a lot of expectations on myself for this, and I just completely dropped the ball forgetting the chest mount. Like everything that I planned and had the thought of just completely out the window. So this is going to be a much shorter video. So I'm going to talk to you guys now, and then I'll see you guys at the end. But I'm just going to kind of show you guys some footage that I was able to grab of basically me just not being able to find anything. Yeah, a little bit unlucky, but this is a shell of kind of the idea I had. Either way, I hope that you guys enjoy. So yeah, stick around to find out what we got and what we didn't get. I'll see you guys at the end. All right, I've been walking around for, I don't know, maybe like an hour, 2 hours. I can't find a 7.0 Green Lantern Green Arrow, so we might have to revisit with ChatGPT to figure it out. Green Lantern 76, I've seen 285s, but that's obviously out of our budget. So yeah, we're gonna have to go and go back to ChatGPT and see what else it'll give us. I also haven't seen a Daredevil 168. I've kept an eye out for that. Still nothing. So this next part, because my wife's not here to record me, it's just gonna be ChatGPT with a voiceover. All right. I haven't been able to find either of these comics. Do you have any other recommendations? I'll still keep an eye out for those books, and we will prioritize them if I find them, but I haven't seen them. Batman 357, no, those aren't good ones. Okay, we might be able to find Fantastic 452. Let's see. All right, Fantastic 452. We are looking at about a 4.5. All right, so looks like 4.5 might be our range. 4.0 to 4.5. All right, we're gonna add that to the list. Let's see if we can find it. All right, I'm walking around. I haven't found anything, man. This is crazy. I'm kind of walking around the toy figure section. I think there's a comic guy back here normally, but maybe he's not here this year. So I don't know. Maybe we're just out of luck. I'm curious. Maybe the end of this video is I'm going on to IG and I'm gonna check to see if I can find a Green Lantern 76 and like a 7.0. And see if I can buy it there. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated, but as of right now, hoping I find something just hidden somewhere. So we'll see. No luck, man. No luck. ChatGPT, honestly, it's not giving bad recommendations. I'm just not finding a lot. So I forgot to screen record when I did this, but I asked ChatGPT for another recommendation. This time, the parameters I gave it, as I said, disregard everything you know about me and what I said about collecting. Give me one recommendation. It gave me X-Men 129 and Iron Man 55. So give me two. So the first one it gave me was X-Men 129, and then I wanted to back up just in case. So I'm looking for the Green Lantern 76. I don't think we're going to find that. I actually haven't seen any Daredevils 168, so that was the first one I recommended. Haven't seen any of those. Honestly, there's just not a lot of slabs here, so this might be tough. If we're coming to the close of the con, then I might just end up picking up what I think will be a good investment at $500. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what I can find. But right now we're gonna be on the hunt for X-Men 129. I think at a $500 budget, that's about a 9.6, and then Iron Man 55, I believe that's around a 7.0. So yeah, let's keep hunting. So we found our Green Lantern 76 here at Blue Chip Comics.
What?
Boom.
Wow.
We have completed our goal. ChatGPT recommended this book as the book to get here at WonderCon. So I did it, completed it
Well
with
done.
the help of Nico and his team.
Well done. It
Boom.
was crazy. It just popped out of a box. Literally, we were looking for it. We almost gave up.
I know.
We
yeah.
ran out of boxes to
We
go
did,
through.
we did.
And sure enough, the last box.
The last one came out. And the reason why it's in a box is because we got to show you. Check out this wall. It's nothing but bangers up here. There's no room.
Batman. We got the legendary Batman one, first Joker, first Catwoman, classic Joker cover. You know, Poison Ivy, Silver Age Clayface. But this right here, though, Tech 31 and the Neil Adams remake of this in the Batman, unbelievable.
Can you bring that 31 down so we can show them
This
up
is
close?
very rare.
Because that's not a book. You see more Batman ones than you see this.
I think there are 30 to 40 copies of this on the planet.
Oh my god.
On census, right? So, very tough book. It's a couple $100,000 we're asking for it. It's a gorgeous 5.0. It's a very clean book. This is the first one we've ever owned. We have never been fortunate enough to own this book until recently. So
and I see those, a lot of purple label. That might be the first blue label I've ever seen.
one of the highest grade blue labels as well. Yeah, very few higher grade. And then this is the first Joker cover. Also first Clayface, if I'm not mistaken. They just announced him. First Penguin. Just regular stuff there.
More Neil Adams running.
Yep. Green. Oh, there's only 6 graded higher of this Showcase 22. Very hard, tough book to find in high grade. 8.5, gorgeous 8.5. Now, one of my favorite books here, we just got in Flash 1 and Flash 2. I mean, if you don't know your Flash cards, I'm telling you, you're missing out. DC, DC gangster books. This is first appearance of Flash, obviously, and first appearance of Hawkman. Very rare book. The highest grade I've ever owned, you're looking at it was the 1.8. I've never owned a higher grade than that. That's a tough darn book to find. You know, you guys got the trio here, the Wonder Woman trio. First appearance, I believe first official issue, Wonder Woman number 1, right? So first cover, first appearance, first cover, Wonder Woman number 1. So this is the trio, all in mid-grade there. Eerie number 1. Pre-code horror, the first pre-code horror book, 7.5. We got the first Bender. Some of you guys may have heard of Bender. You younger cats, you guys know Bender? First freaking Bender. Inspiration for Bender. And then a lot of like really rare pre-code horror. Some of the hardest pre-code horror books to find there. And then, you know, obviously on that wall over there, we got a lot of Marvel
Grails.
Some ASMs, AF-15s up there. What else have we got over there? Tails.
It's only 325.
Fantastic Four.
The AF-15's up there.
Giant size X-Men.
That's a good way to explain to your girlfriend. Like, yeah.
So we got Tails 39 here. Couple of AF-15s. A couple of ASM ones. Very high grade first Electro. It's a 9.4. 9.4, y'all. Anybody that loves that near mint goodness, that near mint fire.
So you got bangers here. Obviously, by the time this video goes out, WonderCon's going to be done.
Yeah.
But where can they find you next?
Oh, we're on Instagram. We're VTHE Blue Chip Comic on Instagram. And what we try to do is create relationships by being the best priced anywhere. So if you see something and it's a reputable dealer and they're selling it for less, hit us up if we can work with you. We've even lost money doing that to build relationships. We're all about long-term transactions, right? We don't want to just take your money once. We want to take it for life.
There you go. All right, cool. Well, maybe I'll see you at San Diego.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Guys, he's got some great content. What I love about him, high integrity, quality human being. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for doing that for the community.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Seriously.
All right. Absolute success. We found the book. I actually ended up buying another book from him also. Fantastic Four issue number 7. It was a CGC 5 white pages. You know, it's hard for me to not buy white pages, especially a top 10 FF. Crazy. We'll go to the house and I'll show you guys the final haul when I get home. So yeah, see you guys there. Thank y'all so much. If you made it this far in the video, it really does mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, if you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It really does help me out a lot. I appreciate it. Mark Jewelers, that was kind of our side goal, something that I didn't really get any footage of. My goal was pretty simple: to find an unmarked Mark Jeweler that was a main Marvel title. Did I accomplish this task? As a matter of fact, I did. So one of these is actually a pretty nice key, and the others are just some run-of-the-mill, non-really key issues. So let me go ahead and show you. All right, so this is the first Mark Jeweler that I found. I got this for $5. This is probably like a 4 or 5-ish, maybe a 5. This is Hulk 346. So we got a McFarlane cover Mark Jewelers. That's pretty nice. Let me pull it out so you guys can see it real quick. Boom, classic McFarlane Eric Larson cover. And here it is, Mark Jewelers. So boom, we got that. Pretty excited about that book, honestly. This next one I got for so that last one $5. I don't remember if I said that. Picked that up for $5. This one actually has the stamp. This is X-Men 170. Shout out Dan's X-Men Comics over on Instagram, who I got this idea from. He kind of likes to go to cons and hunt down these Mark Jewelers. So yeah, thanks Dan for the idea. I got this for, well, this was $8. I asked if he would take 5. He said 6. Gave him 6. So this has the stamp right there. This is a signifier. Don't know if that'll focus. There you go. That's a signifier that this is a Mark Jeweler. Yes, this one was pretty easy to spot. These next two I picked up together. I think one of them has a stamp. Yeah, this one does. So this is Hulk 246 and 47. 46 has a stamp. 47 does not have the stamp, but they're both Mark Jewelers. So these were 10 a piece, 20. I asked him if he'd take 15. He said yes. So I got both of these for 15. So pretty successful in the Mark Jewelers, and I was surprised that I found even one, let alone that I found 4. I was pretty stoked on that. So I'll either have these on a next sale or I'll post them to my IG page. So keep an eye out for that. Doing this video kind of taught me a lot. Something that I made an intro for at the beginning of the video, but then my SD card corrupted. This is the first time I've ever had an SD card corrupt on me. Thankfully, it was the only thing I had recorded at the time, so everything else I got on my phone. So thankfully, I actually had some footage from the con. So with forgetting my chest mount and then that corrupting, it was just kind of a big bummer. So I'm glad that I was able to piece together something to put out. But in the intro, I really just wanted to make a disclaimer that I'll make this disclaimer now. I do not condone the use of AI as far as using it for creative purposes. So AI art, writing, students using it in school. I think it just really takes away from what makes us human. For one, that AI art, whether it's writing or actual art, is just theft. We are humans, and something all of us do, whether you think you're a creative or not, is we all create in some way, shape, or form. It's something that we've all been gifted with as humans. And so thinking that we can just hand that to a machine to do for us really just undervalues just the long history of humankind and what we've been creating for thousands of years. AI art sucks. Don't do it. However, using AI to source information, I think, is actually really helpful, and that's how I used it in this situation. And in this case, I think that the ChatGPT was actually pretty smart. Actually, it gave me some really good recommendations, a couple that were questionable, but I think it gave me better recommendations than trash recommendations for sure. So yeah, there's my AI caveat. Don't do AI art. It sucks. Use that brain, that God-given brain of yours to be creative. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, we got the Comic Room Pod, which goes live on this channel every Monday morning, 7 a.m. PST, 10 a.m. EST. Also, I'm gonna be doing a lot more solo live sales coming up, so make sure you're following me on Instagram at spros_comics. Thank y'all so much for watching. It really does mean a ton. I appreciate every single one of you. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these ChatGPT recommendations, if you thought these were some bad buys or some good buys, and let me know what you would recommend at a $500 price point. Appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.